What's up, guys, and how is everybody doing out there? I hope everybody is doing well. Guys, if you're a praying person, pray for those down in Mindanao. Evidently there was a second earthquake that happened yesterday, and some lives were lost, and there's some destruction down there. And that's one of the things living here in the Philippines, the natural disasters. You're going to have to sometimes deal with them. When Mother Nature calls, sit back and let Mother Nature do its thing. So anyways, like I said, say a prayer for them. Hey guys, sometimes nobody likes to talk about the elephant in the room. Video I put out yesterday was the elephant in the room that people don't like to talk about. Good positive comments, and of course negative comments, but it is what it is. Like I said, you have to be happy where you want to live here in the Philippines. Yesterday was about why you wouldn't want to live in Angeles City. Guys, I'm going to do a follow-up video today of some of the positive things of why somebody would want to live in Angeles City. Right off the bat, food. Food is a very, you can find any kind of food you want here in Angeles City. From, of course, your Jollibees, your McDonald's, your Burger Kings, to your Italian restaurants, to your Japanese restaurants, to your Mexican restaurants, American restaurants, Italian restaurants, to your food places like, I know there's an Olive Garden down in Manila. I did see that coming in. To your, TGI Fridays, to your Denny's. There's all those big name food places here. And if that's what you like, it's here. But yeah, then you've got, this is considered the culinary capital of the Philippines. They got a variety of Filipino food here, right? If you watch my videos, even Kapapangan, I better say that right, food here. Like I had frog legs and crickets. So yes, if that's what you're, if that's a necessity for you, they definitely have it here for you. The malls. They have, I don't know how many malls, maybe 6 malls. I can't even count them. They got those here. They're nice to go to walk around. Christmas time, do some shopping, or just go inside, window shop, whatever. They have plenty of malls here for people. Electric. I said electric in the other video. Yes, the electric is on. I couldn't even tell you the last time we had a brownout. When we do have brownouts, it's back on within a half hour. So the electric here is very consistent. You're going to have electric. However, like I said, you're going to pay for that electric, right? Internet, great internet here. I couldn't even tell you when the last time my internet went out. And if it does go out, it's not out constantly. The internet speed is good. I've always said it's the best of the worst you can get here. Guys, remember, internet here is not even, it's not the greatest. Like where you come from, maybe back in the States where it's very boom, boom, boom. It's very quick. Here, it's not as quick, but it gets the job done. Me, I upload videos every day, every other day. I'm on the internet, and guys, I have no problem with it. No problem with it. Here's another one, schools. If you have young kids, say you move here with young kids, or you meet a beautiful Filipino and you have children, they've got really good schools here. Hannah Grace has been in a private school now ever since she's been with us, I think 4th grade. And it's not very expensive. Of course, you can find cheap private schools. You can find very expensive private schools here in the Philippines. But schools, there are good schools here. You have your public schools. Bing Bing goes to public school. You might say, well, why don't Bing go to private school? Her education level is that of public school. If you understand what I'm saying. Some private schools like Hannah goes to, they require you to maintain a very high level almost the same level as the United States, at least in Hanisco. Maybe if Bing was here with us from kindergarten up, yes, but they have very good schools. Colleges here, they've got good colleges here. So yeah, schooling is another one that definitely they do have good schools. If you don't want to be in a huge monstrosity of a city like, say, Manila, Angeles City's big enough. It's big enough to where it has all these things that you might want here. People always say, well, Angeles City has the airport here. Yep, they have the airport here. The International Airport up on Clark, very nice, brand new. I flew in and out of there when I went back to the States. And I always say, if you're flying in and out of the Philippines 1, 2, 3, 4 times a year, awesome, great. International Airport up at Clark. You can be down in Manila and fly in and out of there. I myself, I went back to the States one time within the past, 7 years. So for me to be, to move to this area because of the airport, there's other airports in the Philippines that you can fly in and out of no matter where you live. But yes, they do have the airport. Like I said, very nice airport. Let me think. Like somebody said to me today, you know what I like about here? And this is a person who doesn't live here. However, they fly here for a few months. They fly back to where they live, back in the States. And they say, you know what's nice about here? The grocery stores. I'm like, yeah, it's convenient. There are plenty of grocery stores here. You got Essenor, you've got Landers, you got the grocery stores in the malls that are big, Pure Golds. He said, what's nice is, you know what? If I want to go get some sauerkraut, right? Sauerkraut, of all things. He said, I know I can go to the store here and probably find it. I'm like, yeah, that is nice. If you want something here, you more than likely can find it at those places. Between S&R, Landers, and the grocery stores. If not, you got Lazada. You can always order on Lazada. Now, granted, there are going to be things in the Philippines that where you come from, you're just not going to be able to get. But yeah, he said like the grocery stores, and yeah. I mean, that it makes sense. What else? One of the other things, typhoon-wise, you might say, I'm here and I don't have to worry about typhoons. Yes and no, because I've been here and we've had some effects from typhoons, and trees have gone down and power has gone out. But no, you're not living directly on the ocean to deal with typhoons. So yes, you're not going to get a direct hit from a typhoon. Earthquakes, yes, I've felt them here. Of course, you got the volcano, Pinatubo. But yeah, another thing, there is many places. Say, you want to buy a new car. You got Toyota, you got Mitsubishi, you got Ford, you got Nissan. You've got all, I don't know if they have Chevy. I'll have to look next time. But they have all your major car dealers here in the Philippines. Easy access to them. Easy access to all them here in Angeles City. If you have problems, you have that dealer you can go to. And then anything to do with cars, tires. They have tire places here. You want new tires, you got to replace your tires. Mechanics, there are mechanics here. You got to find the right one. But if you have a Toyota, you take it to a Toyota dealer. So yeah, they do have, when it comes to vehicles, yes, they do. You've got all your motorbikes here, all your motorbike names here, from BMW, even Harley Davidson, Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki. They got them all here in Angeles City. These are the things that, you don't have to worry about finding a mechanic or hunting for one. They're here, they're available to you. Another one, banks. There are many banks here. You've got BDO, you've got BPI, you've got China Bank, you've got Metro Bank. And it's not like you only have one of those banks, like in the whole city. I can walk from one BPI to another BPI in less than 5 minutes. They're all over the place. Banking here, it can be a challenge. I've heard horror stories from people, however, I never had a problem. I opened my accounts years ago, never had a problem. So yeah, banking, 7-Elevens, convenience stores. You know, I'm at home and hey, let me run to the 7-Eleven for a Snicker bar, all right? They have them. They're here. They're everywhere. Like I said, once again, I can walk from one 7-Eleven to another 7-Eleven in 5 minutes. They're on every street corner, right? And things you got to look forward to. You know, they got that train coming through. So that's going to bring business up here. Clark, you got Clark, which is right over the border, I guess you could say, of English City. You've got all your casinos up there, brand new casinos. There's a new historic Philippines historical museum that's coming up there. You got water parks up there. You got zoos up there. What else? Restaurants, really nice restaurants, buffets, nice hotels. You got all that up on Clark. So yeah, I mean, it's right next door. And like I said, the airport. Another great advantage here is, you know, if you want to fly different places in the Philippines, you got the airport. Travel agents, there's travel agents all over here. You want to book stuff through the travel agent. If you want to extend visas through the travel agent, they're there. They're easily available. Speaking of visas, you got the BI right there in Marquee Mall. You go down there if you got to extend your visas. Boom, they're right there. You can extend your visas every 2 years or whatever you got to do. Yes, that convenience of that is there here in this city. There's some really nice subdivisions here. But I always say, remember this, you're not always going to be safe in a subdivision. I've heard stories, but you do have very, very nice subdivisions here. People can, you know, a lot of people rent in those subdivisions. Oh yeah, that's what they do. Some people own their homes in the subdivision. Rent, there's rent available here, like we rent this house here. If you don't want a house, you want a small apartment, they're there. They have furnished apartments that are available here. It's all in your budget. If you can only afford a, say, a $200 a month, US dollar a month apartment, they have them here. If you can say you want to afford 1,000 US dollars, 1,500 US dollars, they have them all here for you. Some are furnished, some aren't furnished. So yeah, that's another thing. They do have that here. They do have that here in English City. It's not all doom and gloom. But guys, a lot of that, another thing, the number one thing, I forgot, number one, I can't forget this, the entertainment. The entertainment. If you're into bar hopping and jumping in and out of the clubs and, you know, participating in the tourist part of English City, plenty of that here for you. Plenty of that here for you. Guys, if you like just sitting and listening to bands, there's places here, that's all they have is bands. You can go in, you can sit down, you can listen to bands, you can have a good time. If you like videokeing, there's KTTV places here. If you want to go in, sit down and videoke and have a few drinks, and they have that here. Sports bars, they have plenty of sports bars here. Sip and Score, the newest, baddest, best sports bar in English City. Go in, air conditioned, pool table, dartboard, screen TVs. Sit and watch the NFL. Sit and watch baseball, basketball, whatever you want. You got Phillies, you got Envies. Sit down, watch games. So they have a lot of sports bars here. I know a lot of people get into clubs. Like there's people that like playing pool. They're in pool leagues. They have them here for you to keep you busy. Weightlifting, they've got gyms here. They It can keep you with going in and out of the gyms and keep yourself in shape. Unlike me, I'll admit I'm not in that great a shape. Can still fight my way out of a wet paper bag. So yeah, they have plenty of stuff here. Plenty of things. It's not all doom and gloom. However, I look at a lot of that and I don't participate in it because that's not what I like. That's not what I like to do. So when I look at these things, can I shoot pool? I want to have fun. Yeah, I can shoot pool, but it's not my thing. Do I like going to the clubs and hanging out? Nah, it's not my thing, not every day. Do I go to the mall? Maybe once a month, and only because I say, hey, let's go to the mall. I don't have to go there to hang out. So a lot of the things that I'm saying are a lot of the things that really I really don't participate in. And it's not because, you know, I'm cheap or anything. It's not my lifestyle, right? It's not my lifestyle. I like when people say, you know, Angeles City, I gotta pronounce this right. Angeles City is growing. It's growing. Yes and no. People want to compare the growth on Clark and in New Clark City as part of Angeles City and say, Angeles City is growing. I guess you could compare it to be like, hey, you're trying to compare BGC to Manila, like Manila. It's two different things. BGC is growing, has grown, but Manila's still Manila. Angeles City is still Angeles City, but it's not Clark. It's not New Clark City. But anyways, there's a few I'd figured I'd put out of there. Like I said, people cringe and don't like when you talk about the elephant in the room. And my video I did about the things that why you wouldn't want to live in Angeles City is that elephant in the room. You guys know it's not all sunshine and rainbows with me. Some people don't like it, some people like it. Some people have left my channel because of it. I don't know. I just kind of tell it how I see it. So anyways, guys, with that being said, that 50,000 peso challenge is still on. If you don't know what the 50,000 peso challenge is, go check out the other video. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later.